Ever hear about those stories of people like losing millions in Bitcoin because they like threw away a hard drive?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds crazy, but it's happened more than once, and it all kind of ties back to this thing called circulating supply. Basically, like the amount of a cryptocurrency that's actually out there, available to trade. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, and this could be a kind of tricky concept, circulating supply. We'll be using stuff from CoinMarketCap, which is like, the go-to source for crypto. So get ready to explore a world where lost hard drives equal millions of dollars just vanishing, poof, and where understanding this concept can give you a real edge in crypto.
You're not wrong about the hard drives, that's for sure. It might sound like, I don't know, an urban legend or something. But it shows how circulating supply isn't just some like abstract idea. It really does have a real impact on the value of cryptocurrencies.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. How does CoinMarketCap actually define circulating supply? Because, and I'll be honest, I read the definition a few times and was like, okay, but what does this actually mean?
They describe it as the best approximation of the number of coins that are circulating in the market and in the general public's hands.
All right, that makes sense, I guess. But it's also kind of like saying, like, the ocean is a lot of water, right? We got to go deeper. For example, is it like a fixed number or does it, change?
That's the thing. It's not fixed at all. And that's where things get really interesting. You see,
Ah.
unlike a limited edition, like a collectible or something where there's a set number, a cryptocurrency's circulating supply is constantly in flux. Several factors influence it. The most obvious is mining. When new coins are mined, they're added to the circulating supply, kind of like printing new money, but digitally.
So more coins get added to the mix. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But you also mentioned, you said something about coins being burned. What's that all about? It sounds kind of intense, like we're having a digital bonfire.
That does sound dramatic, doesn't it? Essentially, burning is when coins are intentionally destroyed. They're permanently removed from circulation. Think of it like deleting a file. It's gone for good.
So it's like deleting your emails, but for money. Sounds
Uh-huh.
risky.
You could say that,
Yeah.
but it's often done to control a cryptocurrency's supply and, potentially increase its value.
Okay, so we've got new coins coming in with mining, others going up in smoke with burning. And then there are the lost coins, like those hard drives we talked about earlier.
Exactly. And that's where things get a little mysterious because it's impossible to know precisely how many coins are lost in the digital abyss.
Which is kind of mind-boggling when you think about it, right? We're talking about real value, potentially millions, just gone.
It's true. And all of this, the mining, the burning, the accidental losses, it all ties back to why circulating supply matters.
So it's not just about some abstract number on a screen.
Not at all. It directly affects a cryptocurrency's scarcity, which in turn can have a huge impact on its price. Remember the basic economic principle, the rarer something is, the more valuable it tends to be.
Right, like those limited edition sneakers that people line up for hours to get.
Exactly. Now imagine that with something like Bitcoin, which famously has a limited supply. When you factor in the lost coins, that scarcity becomes even more pronounced.
And potentially even more valuable, because if fewer coins are actually circulating, then the ones that are available become more sought after.
Precisely. And that's why understanding circulating supply is absolutely crucial for anyone interested in cryptocurrency, even at a beginner level. It's one of the fundamental pieces of the puzzle.
It's like if you're going to play the game, you've got to know the rules, right?
Yep.
Now, here's where I get tripped up sometimes. We've been talking about circulating supply, but then there's also total supply and maximum supply. It's enough to make your head spin.
Don't worry. It's completely understandable to find those terms a bit confusing. They sound very similar but have distinct meanings. Think of it this way. Imagine a freshly baked pie. Total supply is every slice of that pie, minus any slices we decided to, discard. Those are like the burned coins we talked about earlier.
Okay, so it's all the existing coins minus the ones that have been digitally incinerated. Gotcha. What about maximum supply then?
Maximum supply is like the size of our pie pan. It represents the absolute limit on how many slices, or coins in this case, can ever exist. Some cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin, are programmed to have a hard cap on their supply.
So it's like saying this pie pan can only hold 21 million slices, and that's it.
Exactly.
And knowing this limit helps me understand the difference between something like Bitcoin, which can't just keep expanding forever, and say Ethereum, which doesn't have that same kind of hard limit.
You got it. You're thinking about this the right way. Understanding the distinction between these terms, circulating supply, total supply, and maximum supply,
Hmm.
gives you a much clearer picture of a cryptocurrency's potential, its scarcity, and how its value might be influenced over time.
It's like, are we dealing with a standard pie? Or is this some kind of magical pie that keeps growing new slices?
I like that analogy. But you're right, it's about seeing beyond the surface and understanding the underlying mechanics.
So all this talk about crypto is making me want to check my portfolio, but more importantly, I think it's time we bring this back to you, our amazing listener. After all, this deep dive is for you. We know you're out there, eager to learn, maybe even prepping for a big meeting where cryptocurrency is going to be the hot topic. Or maybe you're just trying to level up your crypto knowledge so you can impress your friends.
Or maybe you're just curious about this revolutionary technology that everyone and their dog is talking about.
Whatever your motivation, we're here to break it down for you. And understanding circulating supply is a huge part of that. Because let's be honest, sometimes trying to understand crypto can feel like you're trying to learn like a whole new language, right?
It definitely has its complexities, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's where we come in.
We're here to be your translators, your guides, your crypto enthusiast friends who are here to break it down in a way that makes sense. So you don't have to just nod along pretending to understand what circulating supply means at your next crypto meetup. You'll be able to impress everyone with your knowledge.
You'll be able to, yeah, have more informed conversations about blockchain and crypto.
It's like instead of just ordering a coffee, you can walk into that crypto meetup and order a decentralized finance latte with a side of proof of stake.
Okay, I like it. You'll be fluent in no time.
But in all seriousness, understanding circulating supply isn't just about, sounding smart, although that's always a plus.
Right.
It's about being an informed participant in this exciting new landscape, right, Arisa?
It really is. Imagine going into that meeting you mentioned, and not only understanding the jargon, but being able to ask insightful questions about how circulating supply is affecting a particular project or coin.
Yeah, it's like having that extra bit of knowledge that lets you see the bigger picture.
Exactly. It's about connecting the dots. For instance, if you're considering investing in a cryptocurrency, knowing its circulating supply can help you evaluate its potential for growth, or even its risk factors.
So it's not just about looking at the price of a coin like right now, this second, but understanding those forces that might be pushing that price up or down in the long run.
Precisely. And that's where understanding these, what might seem like complex concepts like circulating supply, can really empower you as an investor or just, someone who wants to be more crypto savvy.
It's like having a cheat sheet for understanding the crypto market. Okay, so let's say I'm that person prepping for that big meeting. How would understanding circulating supply specifically help me in that situation?
Well, let's imagine your meeting is about investing in a new DeFi project. Knowing the circulating supply of their token would allow you to assess its market capitalization.
And just in case, anyone skipped ahead and doesn't remember what market capitalization is.
Good point. It's simply the total value of all the coins of a cryptocurrency that are currently in circulation.
So it gives you a sense of the project's overall size and value in the market.
Exactly. Now, if you see a project with a small market cap but a huge circulating supply, it might raise some red flags. It could indicate the token's price is being artificially inflated.
Oh, that's a good example. It's like you might think, wait a minute, if there are billions of these tokens out there, why is the price still so low?
Exactly. And that's a question you'd be well equipped to ask in your meeting, thanks to your understanding of circulating supply. It helps you see beyond the hype and make more informed decisions.
So it's not just about memorizing definitions. It's about knowing how to apply that knowledge in real-world situations.
Absolutely. And even beyond the meeting scenario, understanding circulating supply allows you to engage in more meaningful conversations about crypto in general.
Just like you can actually understand what those crypto experts on Twitter are arguing about.
You'll be able to decode their cryptic tweets, yeah, in no time.
But on a more serious note, it's about becoming more comfortable, more confident navigating the world of cryptocurrency.
I couldn't agree more. It's about empowering yourself with the knowledge to make informed decisions, whether you're investing, participating in a project, or simply trying to understand this, rapidly evolving landscape.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the basics of circulating supply, how it's influenced by things like mining and those disappearing hard drives, and how it all ties back to a cryptocurrency's value. But before we wrap things up, I have one final question that's been on my mind. We've talked about how we can't know the exact circulating supply because of, those lost coins and such. So doesn't that make the whole thing a bit of a guessing game?
That's a great question. And it kind of gets to the heart of why crypto can be so exciting and A little unnerving, right?
Yeah.
There's always that element of uncertainty.
It's like trying to predict the weather. We have all these tools, all this data, but there's always a chance of, an unexpected storm.
Exactly. We can't know the exact number of coins in circulation at any given moment, especially with those lost coins, adding to the mystery. But that doesn't mean we're completely in the dark.
So it's not about knowing the precise number, but understanding the factors that kind of, influence it.
Precisely. It's about looking at the bigger picture. We can track things like the rate of mining, the mechanisms for burning coins, even analyze blockchain activity to get a sense of how many coins are likely dormant or lost.
So it's like, okay, we might not be able to find those lost hard drives buried in landfills somewhere, but we can still get a pretty good estimate of like how many slices are actually left in that crypto pie.
Exactly. And with that understanding, we can make more informed decisions, whether we're talking about investing, trading, or simply trying to wrap our heads around this fascinating new world of digital assets.
So for all of you listening out there, remember this. Circulating supply is more than just a number on a screen. It's a story, a constantly evolving narrative that reflects the dynamics of the crypto market. It's influenced by technology, by economics, and even by human behavior, those lost hard drives being a perfect example.
And just like any good story, the more you understand the underlying forces at play, the more captivating it becomes.
And who knows, maybe someday one of you listening will be the one to like crack the code and find those lost bitcoins.
Yeah, that would be quite the plot twist.
Yeah, it would be. But in all seriousness, whether you're a seasoned crypto trader or just, starting to dip your toes into this world, we hope this deep dive has given you a better grasp on circulating supply. It's one of those fundamental concepts that can really make all the difference in navigating the exciting, ever-evolving world of cryptocurrency. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, stay curious.